Yo, fellowshippers, what up? Welcome to the Fellaship Hall with the twins and rap. I am Rap, aka Big Ham, aka always the smartest one in the room.
Never.
And I'm back with my fellas. Twin number one, Keith. Twin number two, Kid. Fellas, let us know what's popping, baby.
What's up, fellowship? It's your boy Ken, aka the odd man out. Thanks for tuning in with us today.
What's up, fellowship? This is your boy Keith, the moderator. You know me. I know you. Let's go ahead and jump into what we're doing today. We are doing Snowfall. I know we've been out for a little bit. We had a few cancellations. We won't call any names. And then we also had a couple of other shows that we thought were maybe a little bit more priority. But we never stopped watching. So we just going to go ahead and jump to where we are now. And that's episode 8 of season 5. Big Ham, go ahead and kick us off with your reaction for Snowfall episode 8.
All right, man.
The wedding.
Why can't King kick us off?
Let's check it out, though. I told y'all before that I was a fan of Walter Mosley. He's one of my favorite authors.
Okay.
Excuse me. And Walter is a writer and a producer of the show. And when I was watching this show, I was like, I watched the episode, I was like, this got Walter Mosley written all over it. And at the end of the credits, I wasn't surprised. I was glad to see that he was the main writer for this episode.
Okay.
But
You gonna react?
Skully is a wild boy, man. Skully put the LSD in them chocolate covered strawberries and had everybody wilding, man. And when I hit the group chat to ask y'all had watched it yet, I wanted to be sure. Did y'all see that scene where Louie and Jerome were walking through the little backyard? Did y'all see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Did y'all know there's a couple in the back having sex?
What?
No.
I noticed
I saw some people dancing.
Dancing.
No, they weren't dancing. They were in the back having sex in doggy style. I was like, these folks is wild, bro. Huh?
I said, I didn't see that part. You sure you wasn't taking some acid?
Bro, it happened. They were tripping on LSD. I'm gonna see y'all the video after.
Okay.
But they definitely were doing it.
Wow. Fellowship Hall.
But they had them folks tripping on LSD. But it was crazy because excuse me, sorry. It was crazy because the doggone Franklin Saint, man, was alternating between real and fake.
Mm-hmm.
Because he thought he was hallucinating and he was on the phone talking to Teddy.
Yep.
Not only that, he had to beat Teddy.
He had to beep him for him to call him back.
Exactly.
And then and that particular conversation that blew this whole thing wide open.
Well, I think Teddy was going to do what he was going to do anyway, but that probably gave him a little bit more.
Well, and on top of that, I think he going to go ahead and work with Louie for sure now, but that busted thing wide open. Louie out with the fact that Louie went to him. And I was curious to see where Teddy's loyalty was going to lie. Was he going to tell Franklin, or what was he going to do? And Franklin kind of threw that up. Also,
good point.
Sissy say she didn't tick me off terribly. And she kind of had me confused because I didn't know if it was
the guy she was working with, as you called him, the Federale.
Yeah, the Federale. I know what the Federale was. I don't know if he was the guy who had put people on LSD or it was Skully crazy self.
Oh, it was Skully. Sure.
It was Skully after I saw Skully talked about the wedding gift. But
okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Yeah, let's talk about this though. Did Skully do it to be bad, or did he do it to be like a real gift?
I think he meant it as a real gift.
What you think?
Skully crazy.
Skully crazy like that.
Yeah. Now, had he come back and shot everybody, then it would have been negative. Skully did it as a real gift.
I think the timing just was kind of bad for the Saint family because of what Sissy did.
Because of Sissy Saint.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Big Ham.
Yeah, it did, bro. Everybody was there. I'm talking about
except Teddy.
Yeah, Loso.
Also threw himself on the ground and started rolling down the hill.
Yeah, man. You saw how he was dancing. I was cracking up. Everybody was there. Leon.
And who was the one exactly?
Rob, show back up.
Who was the one that wasn't the junkie? Wanda.
Yeah.
And Veronique, of course.
But that was just because she was allergic to chocolate. Then I don't know his name, but Jadar from Power was in there.
They called him Lil Rock.
Yeah,
Lil Rock.
She called him Little Rock because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
So everybody was there, but I think the biggest thing that came out of it was the fact that the federale guy was there. He was getting info. And the second biggest thing was
He's not a
that
federale.
I just called him that.
Yeah.
So he was DEA. I'm guessing he's DEA now because the
I
other
don't know
guy
what
was
he
working with him.
is, man.
But he was there. He was getting info. And the second thing was Franklin has now made Teddy a full-fledged
Enemy.
antagonist.
Yep.
Full-fledged enemy.
Yep.
And so which I already said. I've been wanting Teddy to go for a while. And so now Keitra, you gotta finally come on over to me and Ken's dark side. But it is what it is. Also, I thought it was a different episode. It was entertaining. And but one thing it really did do, now I'm ready to see, how the rest of this stuff, how these last 2 episodes are gonna go. I'm really ready to see how it's gonna go now. So
they gotta be explosive, man. They gotta be explosive.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if y'all noticed, but I saw that so far was renewed for its 6th season and its final season.
Oh wow.
It's the final season. So next season will be the final season. Okay. So I'm wondering, are they going to continue to follow the path? Because this is based loosely on Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, are they going to continue to follow that path where it ends the way it did with Freeway Ricky Ross, or will they, continue to be a fictional thing? So we'll see how that goes.
Jump in, Ken.
I thought the episode was horrible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I had to go odd man out, man. This was a terrible episode.
Not shocked.
Color Go ahead. This was a horrible episode to me, man. The first scene of the show was legit. The last scene of the show was legit. Everything in the middle to me was trash, man. And I'm sorry.
Hold on. What was the last scene?
When they finally was coming down on Kane.
Oh yeah.
The cop were gonna come down on Kane. Yeah. Everything else was trash. And don't get me wrong, man. I know Ralph, painted this whole beautiful picture about this writer dude and how he felt it, and everybody was tripping off LSD. To me, man, it's kind of reminiscent of the whole season. This whole season has been full of gimmicks and not so much great content. I mean, good stuff has happened, but a lot of gimmicky stuff has happened too. Like, getting locked up in a cage with a tiger.
That was gimmicky.
That was 2
gimmicky.
episodes. 2 episodes with the tiger.
Yeah.
And then, them running for their lives. Okay, it is what it is. And then we got this episode where, 40 though. Out of an hour show, 40 minutes of it was stuff you have to try to decipher whether or not it's reality, and obviously a lot of it wasn't. But it was just a lazy episode to me, man. I think they could have got better stuff done than what they did, man. This wedding was cool, but it was horrible. I'm sorry, man. It was a bad episode to me. It left a bad taste in my mouth for the show because instead of going forward and advancing the story, which they could have been doing, the lion stuff, the tiger stuff, it was stupid, but I was like, okay, it's different. But then this whole episode, everybody was high, everybody was hallucinating. Maybe they meant it to be insightful for them to, a drunk man's words or a sober man's thoughts,
Right.
But it was just terrible to me, and
I
was
thought
not
this was more believable than
man.
the tiger stuff. I thought the tiger stuff was I thought that was just some crazy writing where all of a sudden Franklin lead them back to the tiger house and the tiger just happened to choose the Mexican dude as to what I want to eat. I thought that was crazy. I thought this is more believable, but I can understand you. I can understand you. Not like
how did Tiger get free, man?
They let him out. Remember, also pulled the cage down and bit dude's leg.
He pulled the cage and the dude's leg fell through and the tiger jumped up and bit it and pulled it off. Yeah. But the cage was still closed as far as I remember.
I know we didn't got out the cage open.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't think it was Ralph. But either way, regardless, the tiger got out. Honestly, the tiger episode was far more entertaining than this, man. This was bad, man. It got to the point where it was tough to watch because I'm saying, okay, well, at some point we're gonna get beyond this and we're gonna start seeing some of the other stuff that's going on, but we never did. They didn't even. No one even mentioned Peaches this episode. Have they left Peaches or gone? Is Peaches in the wind and we just done with Peaches? They just show Reed.
Peaches going overseas, man. They ain't gonna be able to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's Reed can
They
get people
said he was
overseas.
going to
I'm
either
seeing
Thailand or what was the other
Yeah,
place?
Thailand is what they were thinking.
yeah. Oh, so
But
let's well, Ken, since you brought up Peaches real quick, let's go ahead and hit that. So we were all kind of wondering if it could have been Peaches. So Peaches didn't put the hit on him. Peaches just robbed him, right?
I don't
Nah,
know if Peaches talked to
Peaches gave him the
Kane
info for
too
everything.
to
He gave
give
him
him
the
the
info for
Think
info.
everything.
so? Okay,
Yeah, I think
okay.
Yeah.
Peaches probably
Who said
gave
who
Kane
said
the
who
info
said
too.
it might be
Peaches hurt
Peaches?
me, man. He hurt me, dog. He hurt me.
Who said it might be Peaches?
Was it you?
You did.
It was me. Yeah.
Okay, but we also was worried or wondering if Peaches had HIV. But
He probably
it
still
found out he
does.
was on the stuff. He was on the
Yeah.
stuff though.
Who said he was on the stuff?
You might have suspected it. Okay.
But he was on the stuff, but he still got HIV because they were using needles.
Settle down, right? Nobody said that just yet.
Nah,
We
you know
don't
they
know
were
now.
using
You're
needles.
reaching. You're reaching.
You
I'm
reaching.
not.
But
Yeah.
well, we don't know. We don't know because
No,
they bought it up.
no,
You're
no,
right.
no.
They bought it
Remember,
up.
you thought he was a junkie. You thought he was stiffing because he was a cocaine addict. He wasn't on cocaine. He was on heroin.
Whatever.
What did
They
they say?
went to
What
the
he was
crack
on?
house. They went to the crack house. The dude had a needle in his arm.
Go ahead, Ken.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe Rav. I mean, maybe Rav. Maybe it happened. But man, this episode was terrible to me. And I knew you guys. Rav texted and asked. We watched it. I didn't know he was asking because he thought it was an amazing episode, but apparently it was to see some people having sex. But nevertheless, man, it was a horrible episode, man. It was 85% of the episode was this party where people were hallucinating and tripping and stuff. And they just show Reed still going through Franklin stuff, taking pictures. I thought Veronique may be there, but I guess she's still at her separate place to stay away from Franklin.
Out of there,
But
yeah.
I'm disappointed, man. And honestly, writing like this makes me understand why season 6 is going to be the last one. They're running out of stuff to do. They got to be running out of stuff to do, man. I'm sorry for being harsh, but it was a horrible episode to me. Horrible.
All right, let me go ahead and jump in with mine. It'll probably be a little quick, but I don't hate to say it, but I will say it. Like, Ken is not definitely wrong about them doing the LSD stuff too long. That's my thinking. I think
Yeah.
that the first part of it, where they show Louie going to Teddy and they show Veronique going to Kane, I thought that was okay. And then when her and Jerome were talking about the wedding and she told him what she was doing with Franklin, that was good. And then they were like, "Oh, the suit will be here." Jerome voice, "Suit will be here in a week." And then they come back
Teach a
from
man how to
commercial.
squabble.
They come back from commercial. they, come, they come back from commercial. They at the wedding. I was like, man, that was a quick jump. I was like, this episode is going to keep going. I was thinking maybe the wedding will be next week.
Yeah.
And then we get to this LSD trip by Skully, which I guess was his gift, but Skully's crazy. But and then it just kept going on and on and on, like 6 commercial breaks and this LSD thing. They coming
They
back
wore
and
it out, man. They
it
wore
seemed
it
like
out.
it hit Franklin harder than anybody.
Well, he ate more strawberries because he wasn't drinking. Remember?
That's a good point. He looked like he ate 2 at least. Maybe everybody else had
And like
one.
3 of them.
But if I was at a wedding with some chocolate covered strawberries, I probably ate about 3 or 4 myself.
Bro, I would overdose.
At least.
Speaking of overdose, I don't know how Skully know how to be a perfect chemist and not mess up the batch, but it was perfect for everybody apparently. Anyway, the LSD
I didn't
stuff was
realize
too
they were
long.
doing edibles in the 80s.
Yeah, apparently Skully was a revolutionary. It was okay, Ken. I mean, it was okay that happened, but I think it just went on way too
They
long for the
dragged it out,
episode.
man.
They dragged it out so much. And I'll admit, at first I was wondering, did the Federale guys, we call him, probably not a Federale, but whatever he is, did the Federale guy do it? I was wondering that if he did it at first, but then of course I started thinking about it more and more, and like Skully had to do it, and it was crazy. But Franklin, it impacted Franklin a lot, and I guess he's the star of the show, so it would. But like he took it hard, and then
Remember, Franklin
Sissy
don't
took
do
it hard
anything.
too.
Franklin
Yeah,
doesn't
true.
do anything.
True.
He
Sissy
don't
took it
drink, he don't
hard
smoke.
too. Yeah, Sissy took it hard too, and she probably the one that don't do anything too. So it was a
But
little
she had done
tough.
it before because she
Yeah.
wouldn't let
She was
Franklin
She
telling
know.
knew
Franklin
about it.
how to handle it.
Yeah,
Just
just
gotta
go
let it
with it,
go through.
whatever. Yeah. But she still was wrong again. She's been
Sissy
wrong
is
for the whole
mean.
season, but she was
Sissy
wrong when she was
mean.
talking to Franklin. Now, of course, it was the LSD, like you said, Ken. Sober. I mean, a drunk man's words, sober man's thoughts. She was telling him how she felt. She was blaming him a little bit for his daddy. She was telling him what kind of man he was, and then Franklin snapped on her, which it was deserved. But let's go
What did
ahead
he
and
say when he snapped?
I can't remember what he said. I didn't rewind it either,
I couldn't
but
I couldn't make
understand.
it out.
whatever
I
he
couldn't make
had
it out.
said, it was harsh, and she deserved it.
Yeah,
But they didn't bring my girl Mel back, so I was a little sad about that. But
man,
neither
Mel
here
need to
nor
be gone. Mel need to
here
die.
nor there. But let's go back to one of the real culprits of this episode. That is Louis Brown,
Yes.
now Louis Saint.
Yep,
Hey man, ambition will kill you or
yep,
those around you. And
yep,
Louis is going mad with power, or at least he's
yep.
going mad craving
With
power.
ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Louis was one of our favorites for the longest, and now I'm
She
just
was a
saying, like
soldier, man.
she is much of an antagonist now, Raph, as Teddy, because she's getting into business with Teddy.
She's more of an antagonist than
She's
Teddy.
She's
she's
Man.
more of an
she's
antagonist.
causing a wedge between Franklin and Jerome can see it, and he's telling her,
He's
"I
told
don't
her he
want to go
doesn't
to
want
war
it.
with family."
Mm-hmm.
She basically cutting Franklin out.
She is,
Yes.
she is, man, she is.
And my thing is, okay, Franklin, go ahead and now you don't have to worry about the CIA. You got you some money. Go on do your thing. Go on do your real estate. And then when everything come down, let Louis have it.
Yeah, yeah. But Sissy, man, Sissy is equally as bad because of what she's doing with this Federale guy, man. It's craziness. It's craziness, man. Sissy is becoming the new Alton for this season. You know what that means,
She
right?
is the
Worse
Alton
than
of this
Alton, man.
season.
She
You
worse
know what
than
that?
Alton.
Yeah, she is. Cause she pulling everybody down. You know what this
She
means, right?
she going to the
She worked
authorities.
because she went and ran to an agency.
Alton was just blabbing it on his
On the
little,
radio,
public
yeah,
network,
yeah,
public radio stations or whatever.
yeah. She
Underground.
bad, man. She need to go the same way Alton went to.
Sissy gotta go.
But I think
Reed
Franklin
should have
need
took
to.
her out too.
I think Franklin need to do it, man.
Man, let's get to this Gots to Go segment, man, because I'm just ready to just air some people out.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the Gassigo segment. Big Hand, go ahead and no, Ken, go ahead and explain the Gassigo segment.
Got to go segment. For those of you who are new to the Fellowship Hall, if you are welcome.
Welcome.
I'll do it. Got to go section is
Segment.
Segment. Got to go segment is where we call out our top 3 people from this episode that needs to go, and we go from least most to most urgently needs to go. And by needs to go, we mean brutally murdered. This is an episode about crime, drugs, death, and murder. And so, in the sense of the episodes, we mean they need to be murdered like the streets. And this can be if they're 100% against our criminal antagonists, criminal protagonists rather, or if we just don't like them. Keith don't like it, but he's outvoted.
It is what it is.
Nevertheless, it is what it is. And so we're gonna start with our guys to go, and I'm gonna go number 3 on my guys to go list this week is Sissy Saint. And we've already said why. Sissy is Franklin's mother, but Sissy is doing horrible moves. It seems like when she was on acid, she realized she's making a mistake. She tried to run to dude and call it off, but it's too late. You put the wheels in motion. It's too late. She's the one that told him about the wedding. They had no idea about the wedding. She went there and she almost pulled back. I'm not gonna implicate my son. Dude, get ready to walk away. She said she bring up the wedding to make him stay because she wants Reed so bad because Alton got killed when Alton made the mistake on himself.
He made his
bed.
bed.
Smart enough to understand I'm doing the same. I'm doing even worse because I'm bringing them more attention on Franklin. Sissy Saint needs to go in the most brutal way. Apologies, got to go.
I think Franklin needs to do it too, man.
What?
That might be too rough. Man. That might be too rough.
I think Franklin
That's
needs to do it.
rough.
Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, Big Hand, you want to go or shall I?
I'll go, man.
Okay. Figured that.
My number 3 got to go, and if this happened, this will result in Franklin being an adult orphan because Sissy Saint got to go.
Sissy Saint gone. See ya.
Got to go, man.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Chitty chitty bang bang, bro. She got to. Nah, they can just drown her. They ain't got to shoot her. They just put her head in a bowl of water and just.
Long as Franklin the one holding it.
She gotta go, man. She done
needs
went
to go,
and
man.
threw the whole organization under the gun.
Everybody.
Everybody under the gun. Our weapons guy.
Yep, Javi.
Cadet.
Yep.
Our main drug
Bravo.
dealer.
Yep.
Our next person that worked with us, even though we don't like her no more.
Her brother, her
The
sister-in-law,
old brother,
everybody, man.
her
Leon.
baby mama.
Y'all say they brother and
Her
sister or like
daughter-in-law, her
cousins or something.
grandchild. She done threw
Brother,
everybody under the gun.
yeah.
Sissy
Leon
gotta
is his
go.
uncle. Louie is his aunt.
Wait a minute. The
I mean,
Little Rock people.
no. Wait, no, I'm not talking about the Little Rock people. I was talking about Jerome. I meant Jerome is his uncle.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Her own brother, yeah. All right, I'll go with my number 3. My number 3 got to go is Theodore, aka Teddy. And this is the first time I think I put him on my list, but he's got to go. It's not because of anything that he's really doing, except that this new season 5 Teddy is like against Franklin. And now that Franklin has stupidly called him while tripping and told him, "I'm going to kill you before you kill me. You know, it's gonna be you, I promise you." Teddy has motivation to now actively work against Franklin. And he doesn't know that he was tripping or
Already
whatnot,
kind of
but
doing it, though.
still, it's too late, man. If you say that's something you say that you really can't take back. I'm gonna kill
Yep.
you. That's something you say you can't take back. So Teddy is my number 3. And him considering working with Lou instead of shutting it down, that's also kind of makes me think that Teddy is not the man that we used to know. It's not Reed of the past, it is Teddy of the present. So Teddy is my number 3, man. And if y'all don't mind me snaking it, I'll go with number 2. My number 2 got to go is none other than the bride herself, Louie. Louie has made
Louie.
mistake after mistake after mistake. Louis brought Franklin into the game by helping him get rid of that crack or whatever it was. Oh no, that cocaine bag,
Cocaine.
that cocaine. And then Louis wanted that club for herself. It's never enough for Louis, right? Louis
Never
wants
enough.
more and more and more. Jerome thinking about getting out of the game, Louis doubling down in the game. You
Yep.
know, Louis is going behind Franklin's back. Now she mad that Franklin had that her and Franklin had that falling out about Skully and Man Boy. But if you choose to work together and be a family, then you should be that. But she been
Gotta let it
salty with
go,
Franklin
man.
this whole season.
Yep.
Salty.
Yep.
Salty. Then she went behind his back with Reed. And previously to that, she went behind everybody's back with old sorry Bo. Bo is not my number 2. Lou is my number 2. And I
Louis is
hate
number
it,
2.
man. Lou had been on the show from day one in the game with Franklin. Ride or die. And now she looking to ride and be away from Franklin, man. Lou is my number 2, and I hate it, but she is definitely against Franklin. She told him as much.
I'll go ahead and get my number 2 if that's okay, and that's because my number 2 is also Louis. Louis is trying to make moves. Louis is hungry for power. Even when she was giving her little monologue, or I guess dialogue, because both her and Jerome were talking, she was saying how I was from the streets. I was just a piece of blank. I was just a pretty side piece for a man or a gangster or whatever. So even in Louis' mind, she's like, I've been treated as nothing my whole life. I have had people thrust these low expectations on me. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. I'm going to be the top. I'm going to be the boss. When Franklin was out of the game with his injuries, Louis stepped in and took over and did the meetings with Teddy and stuff like that. Louis had that power, and now she's just hungry for it. And her husband is like, all right, we did what we got to do, man, but I want to do more. I want to go back to something that I'm passionate about. And Louis doubling down on the game, man. And Louis is willing to make her husband choose between her and his nephew that she know he loves, that she should love.
Yeah.
And so that's Louis, man. Selfish ambition. Everybody else forget you. It's me first. And she putting herself over Jerome's feelings. And I don't think Jerome has ever done that to her. So it's got to be mutual in a relationship, man. You got to both give and take. And right now she's just taking. So Louis is my number 2. Got to go.
Why you think she kissed Franklin on the lips?
I don't know. I didn't care for it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. All right, Big Ham, give us your number 2.
My number 2 guys to go was Teddy, man. Like I've been telling you all season, man, that something's up with dude, man.
Thumbs up with Teddy, man.
You know what I believe? Teddy, dog, he's our guy. That's Reed, man. Man, it's been something up with dude the whole season. And now he didn't shut Louis down when she came up there like he should have. He didn't. Then once Franklin had tripped off his acid and called him and told him he gonna kill him first before he allowed Teddy to kill him. Now First thing he did, okay, let's roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
He done went and broke into
The
Franklin's
house.
apartment and got information. And I'm guessing he's going to try to get Franklin arrested as opposed to killing him.
You think
But
so?
but he's still operating against our criminal protagonist. And he's
Yeah.
been operating against our criminal protagonist this whole entire season.
Yeah.
And it's time for him to go.
Yeah.
My
He was
number
bitter.
2 got to go.
Yeah.
It's Teddy.
Yeah, and something that I guess I didn't think about, or maybe we didn't talk about, is as much as we care for Teddy because he's been the staple of the show, just like Franklin. Like Teddy seems to be bitter that he was out of the game and Franklin kept it going.
Yeah.
Franklin started working with Grady. Teddy mad at the CIA, but he taking it out on Franklin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's a little rough. So yeah, I can't.
Teddy was never my guy. He was always your guy, Keith.
Okay.
I like Teddy too. Teddy was my guy too. Teddy was my guy too.
Oh, okay. I always felt he was CIA, so I always was kind of
questionable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Rob, go ahead and give us your number one. Yeah.
My number 1 got to go is Louie Brown Saint.
That's right.
Louie.
Yep.
She got to go, bro. She pissing me off because it's not. It's one thing to be at odds with somebody. It's another thing to actively try to endanger them.
Yep.
She knows. It wasn't. It's not the fact that she going behind Franklin back. She's going behind Franklin back with Teddy to ruin Franklin.
She's trying to take over from Franklin. Yeah.
That's what that kiss was about. I love you, but I'm going to ruin you. She's trying to ruin him.
Too late.
She's making him a target. Franklin and Leon already worked the deal out with Kane. It's straight.
She didn't want to hear it.
Nope. She don't want to hear it.
Kane went out to everybody. It ain't like Kane just went out to her and Jerome. Kane went out to everybody, and Franklin and Leon was able to even Jerome was able to put that aside. But she was like, nah, ain't nobody coming out to me.
And Leon put it in the perfect perspective. We killed this dude's cousin. We killed this dude's brother. And then we didn't take care of the family. We were dead wrong. We made it right. So we're going to make it right.
Leon was saying it from day one, though. Yeah, you're right.
But something else that caught me. Oh, I'm sorry, Big Hand. Let me just throw this in there. Something else that kind of catches you off guard about Louie. When Louie was talking to Teddy, she was like, I could have went directly to the Colombians, but I wanted to come to you. So basically, she said the only person that's a problem for me is Franklin. Yep. So I'm going to work with you.
You could have went to the Colombians. Yep. Go to the Colombians. But no, you trying to ruin Franklin.
Yep.
You try to ruin his connect. You try to ruin his business.
It's personal, man. It's personal.
She's a customer of Franklin.
Yeah.
Right.
So if she go directly to him, she eliminating Franklin. Like everything we saying, man. Louie is bad news, man.
Yep. And the sad thing about it, man, is Jerome gonna have to be the one to do it.
Do it to Louie?
Yeah.
I don't think you'll kill it right, Big Hand.
Jerome gonna do it, man.
Y'all don't want Franklin to kill Sissy, but y'all okay with Jerome? Well, sorry, Ken. Rav, you don't want Franklin to kill Sissy, but you okay with Jerome killing Louie?
I don't want Jerome to do it, but he's going to have to do it.
Okay, I can respect that. That's why I
don't want him to do it, but it's going to end up. I'm just saying the way the story is folded, it's going to end up having to be Jerome. He's going to have to kill Franklin. He's got to kill Louie.
Yeah,
he can't kill Franklin. Here's my prediction. Louie gonna go after Franklin. Sissy gonna jump in the way and take the bullet and die. That's gonna throw Jerome into an emotional wreck, and he gonna have to kill Louie.
Right, I can ride with that. And what's going to happen? Himself. What's going to happen with Bo? Inexplicably, not take Kane out.
He's not gonna take Kane out. We know that's not gonna happen. Take Kane out. And it's just gonna reinvigorate Kane after them, and then come after them in the crossfire after Kane and promise her nothing gonna happen to her.
Yep.
Louie is messing up, causing trouble for everybody.
All right, and here's another plot hole. Why Veronique go in there and Kane all trying to flirt with her like she fine or something?
All right, settle down. Settle down. Bring it back in.
Man, get out of here, man.
All right, Ralph. Ken, go ahead with your number one, but let's move on.
You go with your number one, Keith, because y'all not gonna like mine.
All right, my number one has already been said by you guys, but I feel like that this person, won't say a gender yet, this person is
female.
This person is the worst person in this season, and that's none other than the mother of our criminal protagonist, Sissy Saint. ladies and gentlemen, Sissy Saint has to go, and she has to go brutally. And I don't want it to be off screen like they did Alton. I want it to be on screen. I want it to be emotional. I want Franklin to be the one to do it himself.
Wow.
SOS, man. Shoot old Sissy.
C, S-O-C.
Oh my gosh.
It's a S, right?
It's a C.
Dang it, my bad.
we had this conversation earlier in the pod. Anyway, Sissy is messing up, man. Sissy is messing up, man, and she's doing it. The thing is, man, Sissy knows what Alton did. She saw the repercussions. She saw the pain. She was mad at Alton herself.
She was mad at him herself.
And because she reconciled with him, and then he was murdered after this reconciliation, she said, I will stop at nothing to take Teddy down, even if that includes taking down my own family.
What bothered me with Sissy is the unsolicited naivete. You know they're not gonna do it without getting something in return.
She has to know this, man.
Yep. It ain't no way.
She was a Black Panther too.
You're not gonna be able to have your cake.
Shouldn't be. I'm surprised she's trusting these guys. It's crazy, man.
It's very crazy, man. It's very crazy. All right, Ken, go ahead and give us your number one that's gonna be controversial, and it better not be Franklin Saint.
Y'all not gonna like this, but y'all understand.
Okay.
The whole Reed thing is rough, and I couldn't put Reed on my list this week, and you're not gonna be surprised, but you're probably not gonna like it. My number one gots to go is episode 8. This was horrible, man. This was a horrible episode, man. I'm sorry.
It wasn't horrible. It had a long tripping point that was too long.
Tripped it up. It was terrible, man. I'm sorry. You're not gonna like it. Slap a picture of the episode on it, man, because it was terrible. This episode was horrible, man. Like I said, man, I was sitting here questioning what I'm gonna talk about for the pod as I'm watching this episode, man. And I'm like, Ken is the moral compass of the show. He's the odd man out, but he's the moral compass of the show. And it's like I'm disappointed because I think sometimes the Fellowshippers only see me being critical and crucial about the mistakes in these episodes. Man, this episode was horrible to me.
It wasn't horrible.
It was terrible.
Man. It had a way too long of an LSD trip.
And that way too long trip ruined the whole episode for me, Keith. Though it's not like I'm saying I hate the show. Yeah. But this episode was so terrible. It had this. It wasn't like it was a mistake, but it was a mistake that they quadrupled down on for the majority of the episode. Man, it was terrible. It was terrible. Like I didn't care about Leon having this 1-to-1 with Javi about traveling the world. I didn't care about Wanda checking on people. I didn't care about Leon saying, I want you to go with me. That stuff was just filler to me.
And now you say that.
It doesn't add anything to it. Now you say that. Put me down. All that stuff. It's crazy, man. It was a horrible episode. And it was so bad that it made it was the number one item that I needed to go because the episode was bad. Like Sissy was bad the last episode they had when we talked about it. Louie been going crazy the whole season. So I still could have had my same 3 and 2. And number one, they probably would have been shifted up, but the episode was so terrible to me, and it just turned me off, man. I'm sorry, it was bad.
All right.
Okay, well there you have it. I guess, Fellowshippers, make sure you go in the comments and let us know what you thought about our Gots to Go
episode.
And give us your Gots to Go. We'll let you know what we thought. You may give us somebody that we didn't think about. Like somebody may have Kane on their Gots to Go list. I think he's definitely against our criminal protagonist, but at the same time, he called a truce and he followed this truce. And now he's about to do this. So I don't know.
Let us know if you guys felt the same way I did. Like, was it too big of a waste of time on this whole trip?
I can understand why you feel like that, bro.
It was long. It was too long. Like after every commercial, I was hoping they were coming back down, but they weren't. Yeah,
it was bad. I don't care about Sissy sleeping in the backseat of Leon's car. Why she ain't go in the house? Man, don't even make sense, man.
Is it me or are y'all ever worried that Leon and Sissy gonna kiss?
It's me. Hey, I'll be worried too. I'll be like, please don't let this happen.
Exactly. Like when she started braiding this relationship. When she braided
his hair at the time,
I just thought it was gonna go down, and I was worried. And then at the wedding, when Miss Saint, let me stop you. I thought she was finna kiss him then.
I'd be worried about that.
Yeah. Yeesh, man. Yeesh. All right, Big Hand, go ahead and wind it down for us.
Man, look, thank y'all for watching the Fellowship Hall for the Twins and Ralph. We hope that you are. Hello, what you say?
What'd you say? That's a double C. Cougar sissy.
Oh no, man. Chill out. Chill out, bro.
Oh
And you know what,
my
Keith?
goodness, man.
I blame you because you should just let me keep on going.
I
You
know.
should
I
never
want to.
let me go back.
I want to hear what he said, man. Cougar sissy.
Thank y'all for watching the Fellaship Hall with the Twisted Round. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope y'all keep rocking with us, man. Follow us here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, interact with us. We'll interact back. Also, follow us on the social media, the Facebook at the Fellaship Hall. You can follow us there. You can follow me on social media, Raphael Hammond on Facebook, and on Twitter, Instagram at HamDog22. And until next time, Fellowshippers, y'all be blessed out there, man.